Nissan's large 7-seat SUV option is the Pathfinder, and the top-shelf T-grade, reviewed here, is the most well-equipped, most luxurious and most expensive Pathfinder on sale. However, the Pathfinder hasn't had the greatest standing with Australia's motoring media since the current generation arrived down under, with ride and handling being at the top of the list of complaints. Nissan listened, and the 2017 update features changes designed to address those concerns. On top of that, there's also a fresh new face and more safety and infotainment equipment than before. So, how does it stack up now? Measuring just over 5 meters in length, the Pathfinder is massive. Bigger than the Toyota Kluger in every dimension and only a smidge smaller than the Mazda CX-9, the Pathfinder's greatest strength is the sheer amount of space it offers. With 3 rows of seats, all of which can be occupied by adult passengers, the Pathfinder is built for families. With a beefy 190 kilowatts and 325 newton-meters 3.5-liter petrol V6 under the bonnet, it definitely has the muscle to move your clan too. And retailing at $66,190 for the top-range Pathfinder Ti all-wheel drive tested here, the top-grade Pathfinder has a strong price advantage over comparably equipped rivals like the Toyota Kluger Grand and the Mazda CX-9 Azami. For Aussie families with 2 or more children, large 3-row SUVs have long been the vehicle of choice thanks to their comfort, size and seating flexibility. The Pathfinder has been around in its present form since 2013, when it switched from being a utilitarian 4x4 based on the Navarro Ute to a more car-like wagon. However, slightly soggy on-road dynamics and less than competitive equipment levels hurt its sales prospects in Australia. This 2017 update aims to rectify that, with suspension tweaks and more gear now applied to Nissan's sizable family hauler. From the commodious and power-adjustable front seats, the Pathfinder gives you a commanding view of the road ahead, while the big Nissan's high hit point elevates your eye line well above traffic. Concerned about managing all that bulk? Thankfully, a top-down 360-degree camera view helps take most of the guesswork out of parking Nissan's big bus. Technology-wise, it's a mixed report card. On the one hand, the Pathfinder doesn't really push the envelope in terms of sophistication, with dated satellite navigation graphics and a clunky infotainment interface, but in the Ti model you do get rear entertainment screens to keep your passengers occupied on long journeys, as well as tri-zone climate control and cooled and heated front seats. Those rear screens, by the way, can each play a different video simultaneously, just the thing for keeping siblings from squabbling. The third row is fairly accommodating for teenagers and smaller adults and also features face-level air vents, while there's a whopping 10 cup holders and 6 bottle holders spread throughout the cabin. A space-saver spare wheel is a definite downer though, bear that in mind if you're planning on any long-distance touring. First things first, Nissan has rectified most of the pre-update Pathfinder's problems with the 2017 model's rejigged suspension. No longer does it feel marshmallow soft and loosely connected to the road, and the ride shouldn't induce seasickness in your passengers anymore. It's not the dynamic leader of its segment, the CX-9 scores more points there, but it's definitely a nicer car to drive now. The engine is slightly stronger as well, but to be honest, the Pathfinder's V6 never really struggled to lug family-sized loads before, and the big 3.5-liter motor was already one of the Pathfinder's best attributes, fuel consumption aside. We welcome the extra muscle, but as before, the petrol-only Pathfinder remains a thirsty machine. The Pathfinder is a little more toned now that Nissan has had a second crack at its suspension, the result being a car that's easier to live with, safer and better equipped. However, it doesn't go quite far enough. it can't touch the Kodi-winning Mazda CX-9 for overall polish, and the Hyundai Santa Fe and Kia Sorento ride better and have more fuel-efficient diesel options, so for now the big Nissan remains a middle-of-the-pack option.
Nissan's battery plant in Smyrna, Tennessee was built in 2010 for a whopping $1.4 billion, borrowed from the U.S. Department of Energy. The plant makes its own cells and has a capability to crank out about 200,000 EV battery packs per year. Although the automaker may sell this many EVs annually at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later, thus far this has never been the case. The Smyrna plant is not the only facility run by the automaker's battery venture, Automotive Energy Supply Corporation. The company also has a plant in Sunderland, England, as well as engineering and development centers in Ipama, Atsugi and Soma, Japan. Nissan owns 51% of the entire operation, with 49% controlled by Japan's NEC Corporation. The automaker will fully acquire the operation and then turn around and sell it to Chinese investment firm, GSR Capital. Brian Brockman, a Nissan North America spokesman, shared. This will enable GSR to grow its business and look for other opportunities. It will give them the scale to further develop their batteries and look for other opportunities. There are few full-scale battery factories in the US at this point. Aside from the Tesla Gigafactory, this will be one of the largest scale producers of its kind in North America. LG Chem also supplies many automakers including Ford, GM, and FCA, and is currently in the process of expanding its Holland, Michigan battery factory. Though reports are not official, the new 2018 Leaf is said to have a base range of about 150 miles via a 40 kWh battery, and a longer range option on top of that. Nissan will be utilizing battery packs and some manufacturing capacity from its Smyrna facility, which will be owned and operated by an outside company on Nissan's property. GSR will be able to use its remaining capacity to supply other automakers' EVs.
Few cars embody safety and reliability like a Subaru. They are safe cars, easy to drive and capable in the winter. People in this area seem to feel they are a good choice. This week we'll look at the newly redesigned Impreza and see if it still carries the same personality as the previous examples. Under the hood is a 2.0-liter boxer engine producing 152 horsepower through a CVT transmission and to the pavement via all-wheel drive. Power is delivered very well, even though CVT transmissions aren't my favorite by any means. When you step on the throttle, there is a good amount of push and the car gets to highway speed quickly. In town the transmission is whisper quiet. We didn't have bad weather while I had the Impreza, so I never got to really test out the AWD, but I'm assuming it is more than capable. Exterior styling is subtle and relevant. It has LED front headlamps with LED daytime lights, and around back are LED tails. The shape of the 5-door is pleasant and well balanced. The hatch out back opens wide, so loading cargo is a simple task. Jump inside and you'll be impressed with a simple and easy-to-use interior. Push-button start-stop and a touchscreen centering the dash make everything easy to operate. HVAC controls are below and are as simple as a few rotary knobs. Leather seats are comfortable, and the rear seats have adequate legroom for adults. Fitting 3 seats across the back was a challenge, and it was snug for everyone. The trunk is a good size and carried all of my work bags easily. On road, the Subaru is just what you would expect, smooth, quiet and easy to drive. Subaru makes its mark by being simple and practical. You won't find exotic materials or super complex motors. It's a good plan that is executed well. You can get the Impreza with Subaru's EyeSight suite of safety features, and it makes for a really nice and safe vehicle. Subaru claims 31 mpg combined, and I was able to maintain roughly 26 mpg during my road test. MSRP for the Limited is $24,595, but adding EyeSight, moonroof and Harman sounds takes the price to $29,260.
Are you a PSE&G customer interested in buying an electric car? You could save $10,000 on a new Nissan Leaf thanks to a joint promotion between the companies. PSE&G announced the promotion on Thursday, stating that its customers can get a $10,000 rebate off the MSRP of the all-electric 2017 Leaf. The promotion is open to customers of PSE&G and is available through September 30th, or until 2017 Leafs are out of stock, whichever occurs first. But it gets better, according to PSE&G. In addition to the $10,000 Nissan rebate off the MSRP, customers could be eligible for a $7,500 federal tax credit. In addition, all-electric cars such as the 2017 Leaf are not subject to sales tax in New Jersey, PSE&G stated. To take part in the offer, a customer must take a copy of their PSE&G bill and this flyer to a Nissan dealer. It is suggested that customers call ahead to make sure that a 2017 Leaf is available at the dealer. The discount cannot be combined with other offers. For more information, visit www.seg.com/GoElectric. Electric cars can be a powerful tool in combating climate change and reducing other pollutants, especially in a state like New Jersey where roughly half of our electricity comes from air emissions-free nuclear, said Courtney McCormick, Vice President of Renewables and Energy Solutions for PSE&G. I salute PSE&G for its leadership in electric cars and for this innovative promotion, said Leaf owner Tim Eustace, chairman of the New Jersey Assembly Environmental Committee. Increasing the number of electric cars on New Jersey's roads is an important component to an overall climate change strategy. Electric car owners, of all models, are the most satisfied car owners in America. The sale of electric vehicles is blooming in the Garden State, with registration of model year 2016 plug-in electric vehicles, PEVs, up 79% from 2015, according to a recent analysis by Chart EVC, an industry advocacy non-profit group. New Jersey now has over 10,000 PEVs on the road, 60% of which have been sold in the last 2 years, the study claims.